Welcome to the Crimson Engine. My name is Rubidium. Today we are looking at a different type of light. This is the Lupo Superpanel Full Color 30, and it has a couple of tricks up its sleeve. I have a bunch of the Lupo bicolor 30s and they've become my workhorse light. They are super bright, very versatile. They can run off V-mount batteries for hours and hours. One of the things that I most like about them is that they are very dependable, very resilient. So Lupo came out with a full color version of their super panel right here, and basically adds RGB functionality to their already pretty great light. But now you have all the kind of things that you get on a SkyPanel S30C. This light has quite a few different ways to access different colors. It has different presets and filter modes, but the one that I almost always find myself using is the HSI mode, which is hue, saturation, and intensity. 3 really easy, accessible dials on the back of the unit, and then you just dial in the color you want, from red to purple to blue to green, pink, and back to red. I covered a lot of the advantages of having an RGB 1x1 when I did the Timpani review. So for this one, I'm going to look at actually some of the effects you can get and why you would want a full color 1x1. I'm going to replace my key here with the Superpanel full color and show you some of the effects. You can do some pretty trippy color stuff. Of course, this would be ideal for lighting a green screen or a blue screen because you're not getting any excess spill because you're only using the color that you want reflected. I usually use this panel actually behind me. In a lot of my other videos you see, I use it to throw a blue wash over the background. Also has a setting called party mode where you can get it to cycle through the different colors of the rainbow. It has a police car mode. It also is customizable between red and blue, or just blue or blue and white, depending on what police cars look like in the part of the world that you live in. And this is sort of a party cop car mode where it strobes through the different colors without dimming between them. So it's called the disco effect. So this is something that a lot of people don't understand that you can do with these RGB lights, and it's really useful for separating your subject from the environment and bringing a different type of effect. Right now, the panel is set to daylight. So the daylight behind me is roughly the same color temperature. If I light myself with a really radical shade and then color balance to that shade, my skin is going to appear relatively normal, and it's the background that's going to appear really strange and give me a nightmare look. And again, with a more traditional tungsten, this is going to make the background seem really cool, almost like a day for night effect. And if I do it with green, I'm going to get the same thing, but it's going to desaturate all the green behind me because I'm now telling the computer that green is white, or at least skin tone. That's my look at the Lupo Superpanel Full Color 30. As more people get these lights and more people start to experiment with them, I think we're going to see even more applications for filmmaking and storytelling in general. Thanks very much for watching. Leave your questions in the comments, and I will see you next time.